Understanding Bitcoin blockchain, the technology behind cryptocurrency. Table of contents. Introduction. Definition of Bitcoin and blockchain. Brief history of Bitcoin's inception and its inventor, Satoshi Nakamoto. Overview of the structure and purpose of the book. Part I, the basics of Bitcoin and blockchain. 1 Chapter 1, the birth of Bitcoin. The vision and the white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto. The Genesis block and the early days of Bitcoin. 2 Chapter 2, fundamentals of blockchain. What is a blockchain? The role of distributed ledger technology. Key characteristics: decentralization, immutability, and transparency. 3 Chapter 3, Bitcoin basics. What is Bitcoin? How Bitcoin is created, mining and halving. How Bitcoin transactions work. Part 2, exploring the technology. 4 Chapter 4, cryptographic foundations. Public and private key cryptography. Digital signatures and hashing algorithms. 5 Chapter 5, the mechanics of blockchain. How transactions are processed and confirmed. Mining and the consensus mechanism. Proof of work explained. 6 Chapter 6, wallets and addresses. Different types of Bitcoin wallets. Generating and managing Bitcoin addresses. Security practices for storing Bitcoin. Part 3, real-world applications and use cases. 7 Chapter 7, current and future uses of Bitcoin. Bitcoin as digital gold and a store of value. Merchant acceptance and payments. Use cases in remittances and financial services. 8 Chapter 8, Bitcoin and blockchain beyond currency. Smart contracts and decentralized finance, DeFi. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and digital ownership. Blockchain applications in supply chain, healthcare, and more. Part 4, challenges and opportunities. 9 Chapter 9, regulatory and legal issues. The evolving regulatory landscape around Bitcoin and blockchain. Tax implications and legal concerns. 10 Chapter 10, security and privacy concerns. Common attacks and vulnerabilities. Best practices for securing blockchain networks and Bitcoin holdings. 11 Chapter 11, Bitcoin's impact on the environment. Mining's carbon footprint and the energy debate. Potential solutions and alternative consensus mechanisms. Part V, looking ahead. 12 Chapter 12, the future of Bitcoin and blockchain. Potential future developments and innovations. Bitcoin's role in the global financial system. Integration with other emerging technologies, example AI, IoT. Conclusion. Summary of key takeaways. The transformative impact of Bitcoin and blockchain. Final thoughts on the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Appendix. Glossary of key terms. Additional resources for further reading. Notes and references. This outline can serve as a starting point for a book on Bitcoin blockchain. You can adjust the content as needed to focus on specific areas of interest and depth. Chapter 1. Introduction. Definition of Bitcoin and blockchain. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that was created in 2009 by an unknown person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. It operates on a peer-to-peer network without the need for a central authority, such as a bank or government. Transactions made with Bitcoin are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, which is maintained by a network of computers known as nodes. The blockchain is a distributed ledger technology that allows transactions to be recorded in a secure, transparent, and immutable manner. Each block on the blockchain contains a list of transactions and is linked to the previous block, forming a chain. This technology ensures that the history of Bitcoin transactions is preserved and can be verified by anyone in the network. Brief history of Bitcoin's inception and its inventor, Satoshi Nakamoto. The story of Bitcoin begins with its mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, who published the Bitcoin white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system in October 2008. The white paper outlined the concept of a decentralized digital currency that could enable secure and direct online payments without the need for intermediaries. On January 3, 2009, Nakamoto mined the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block, marking the birth of Bitcoin. The block contained a message referencing a headline from the Times newspaper about a bank bailout, suggesting a possible critique of the existing financial system. Nakamoto's identity remains unknown to this day, and they disappeared from the public eye around 2010. Despite their absence, Nakamoto's creation has had a profound impact on the world of finance and technology, giving rise not only to Bitcoin but also to a wide range of cryptocurrencies and blockchain applications. Overview of the structure and purpose of the book. This book is designed to provide a comprehensive understanding of Bitcoin and blockchain technology, exploring their origins, mechanics, and potential future impact. The book is structured as follows. Part I, the basics of Bitcoin and blockchain. This section introduces the foundational concepts of Bitcoin and blockchain technology. It covers the history of Bitcoin, the role of blockchain as its underlying infrastructure, and the fundamental principles of how Bitcoin operates. Part 2, exploring the technology. This section delves into the technical aspects of Bitcoin and blockchain, including cryptographic foundations, blockchain mechanics, and the different types of Bitcoin wallets and addresses. Part 3, real-world applications and use cases. This section examines the various uses of Bitcoin and blockchain technology in the real world. It includes Bitcoin's role as a store of value, its applications in financial services and commerce, and blockchain's potential in other industries. Part 4, challenges and opportunities. This section discusses the challenges and risks associated with Bitcoin and blockchain, including regulatory issues, security concerns, and environmental impact. It also explores potential solutions and innovations in the field. Part V, looking ahead. The final section looks to the future of Bitcoin and blockchain technology, considering potential developments and emerging trends in the space. By the end of this book, readers will have a solid foundation in Bitcoin and blockchain technology and a greater appreciation for the transformative impact these technologies have on the world. Whether you are a technology enthusiast, investor, or simply curious about the future of finance, this book will provide valuable insights and knowledge to guide you on your journey. Part 1, the basics of Bitcoin and blockchain. Chapter 2, the birth of Bitcoin. The emergence of Bitcoin marks a significant milestone in the history of digital currencies and blockchain technology. This chapter will explore the vision and foundational principles laid out by Bitcoin's mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, in the seminal white paper that introduced Bitcoin to the world. We will also examine the genesis of the Bitcoin network, including the mining of the Genesis block and the early days of Bitcoin. The vision and the white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto. In October 2008, a person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This document outlined a revolutionary concept for a digital currency that could enable secure, peer-to-peer online transactions without the need for intermediaries such as banks or payment processors. The white paper proposed a decentralized system based on a distributed ledger called the blockchain, where transactions would be recorded in blocks and linked together in a chain. This approach would provide transparency, immutability, and security, as each transaction could be verified and validated by the network. Key features of Bitcoin as described in the white paper include: decentralization. Bitcoin operates on a peer-to-peer network, with no central authority overseeing transactions. Security. Transactions are verified through cryptographic methods and confirmed by network nodes, ensuring their authenticity and integrity. Scarcity. Bitcoin has a limited supply of 21 million coins, creating scarcity and potentially increasing its value over time. Mining and consensus. New Bitcoins are created through a process called mining, which involves solving complex mathematical puzzles using computing power. This process also secures the network and ensures consensus on the state of the blockchain. Nakamoto's vision was ambitious and revolutionary, as it challenged the traditional financial system and introduced the concept of a digital, decentralized currency that could operate independently of any government or financial institution. The Genesis block and the early days of Bitcoin. On January 3, 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, known as the Genesis block. This marked the official launch of the Bitcoin network and the beginning of a new era in digital finance. The Genesis block contains a unique message embedded in its Coinbase parameter, referencing a headline from the Times newspaper, The Times 03/Jan/2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This message is widely interpreted as a critique of the existing financial system and a statement of intent for Bitcoin to provide an alternative. The early days of Bitcoin were characterized by experimentation and development as the network and its community began to grow. Pioneers in the space, including Nakamoto and early adopters, contributed to the evolution of the technology by mining new blocks, conducting transactions, and improving the software. Some key milestones during this period include: First transactions. The first Bitcoin transaction took place on January 12, 2009, when Nakamoto sent 10 Bitcoins to Hal Finney, a computer scientist and early supporter of Bitcoin. Pizza Day. On May 22, 2010, Laszlo Hanyuks made the first real-world transaction using Bitcoin, purchasing 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. This event, known as Bitcoin Pizza Day, is celebrated annually as a milestone in Bitcoin's journey. Bitcoin's early value. Initially, Bitcoin had little to no monetary value, and its price was volatile. As the network gained popularity and acceptance, its value began to rise, attracting more attention and investment. These early developments set the stage for Bitcoin's rapid growth and eventual recognition as a legitimate and transformative digital currency. As the network continued to expand, so did the community's interest in exploring and developing blockchain technology for various applications. Part 1: The Basics of Bitcoin and Blockchain. Chapter 2: Fundamentals of Blockchain. Blockchain technology is the foundational infrastructure behind Bitcoin and many other digital currencies and decentralized applications. Understanding the principles and mechanics of blockchain is essential to grasp how Bitcoin and other blockchain-based systems function. In this chapter, we'll explore the definition of blockchain, its role as a distributed ledger technology, and its key characteristics of decentralization, immutability, and transparency. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a type of distributed ledger technology that consists of a chain of blocks, each containing a list of transactions. These blocks are linked together in chronological order, forming a secure and verifiable record of transactions. Each block contains the following key components. Block header. The block header includes metadata about the block, such as the previous block's hash, which links the block to the chain, the block's timestamp, and the nonce, a number used to solve the cryptographic puzzle during mining. Transactions. A list of transactions included in the block. These transactions are verified and validated by network nodes before being added to the block. Merkle tree. A data structure that organizes transactions in a hierarchical manner, allowing efficient verification of transaction authenticity. The process of adding a new block to the blockchain involves validating and confirming transactions through a consensus mechanism, such as proof of work, POW. Once a block is added, the data it contains is permanent and cannot be altered without invalidating subsequent blocks. The role of distributed ledger technology. Blockchain is a form of distributed ledger technology, DLT, meaning that the ledger, record of transactions, is distributed across a network of computers, nodes, rather than being stored in a central location. This distribution has several advantages. Decentralization. No single entity controls the entire ledger, reducing the risk of central points of failure or manipulation. Redundancy. the ledger is replicated across multiple nodes, ensuring data integrity and availability even if some nodes fail. Consensus mechanisms. Nodes must agree on the validity of transactions and blocks through consensus mechanisms, providing security and trust in the system. By using distributed ledger technology, blockchain enables a transparent, secure, and tamper-proof record of transactions, which can be verified and audited by anyone in the network. Key characteristics: decentralization, immutability, and transparency. Blockchain technology exhibits three key characteristics that make it a powerful and disruptive force in various industries. 1. Decentralization. In a decentralized blockchain, control and decision-making authority are distributed across the network of nodes. This eliminates the need for a central authority or intermediary to validate and process transactions. Decentralization enhances security and resilience by reducing the risk of single points of failure. 2. Immutability. Once a block is added to the blockchain, the data it contains cannot be altered or deleted. The immutability of the blockchain ensures the integrity and permanence of the recorded transactions. Changes to past transactions would require rewriting all subsequent blocks, making it highly impractical and detectable. 3. Transparency. Blockchain transactions are visible to all participants in the network, allowing for transparency and accountability. Each transaction is recorded on a public ledger that can be accessed and audited by anyone. Transparency builds trust in the system and promotes ethical practices. These key characteristics have far-reaching implications for various industries beyond finance, including supply chain management, healthcare, real estate, and more. By understanding the fundamentals of blockchain, readers will gain insight into the transformative potential of this technology across multiple sectors. Part 1: The Basics of Bitcoin and Blockchain. Chapter 3: Bitcoin Basics. Bitcoin is the pioneering cryptocurrency that introduced the world to the concept of a decentralized digital currency and blockchain technology. Understanding the fundamental aspects of Bitcoin is essential for grasping how it operates and its potential implications for the future of finance. This chapter covers the basics of Bitcoin, how it is created through mining and the halving process, and the mechanics of Bitcoin transactions. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency that operates on a peer-to-peer network without the need for a central authority. It allows for secure and direct online transactions between users, recorded on a public ledger known as the blockchain. Bitcoin was created by an unknown individual or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto and was launched in 2009. Key aspects of Bitcoin include: decentralization. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network, which means no single entity controls the currency or the blockchain. Instead, a network of computers, nodes, work together to validate and confirm transactions. Finite supply. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million coins, making it a deflationary currency. This scarcity can impact its value over time. Digital nature. Bitcoin exists entirely in digital form, with transactions taking place online. Ownership is represented by cryptographic keys stored in digital wallets. How Bitcoin is created: mining and halving. Bitcoin is created through a process called mining, which involves solving complex mathematical puzzles using computing power. This process serves two primary purposes. 1. Transaction validation. Miners validate and confirm transactions by adding them to a block. Once the block is filled with transactions, it is added to the blockchain. This process secures the network and ensures the integrity of the blockchain. 2. Coin creation. As a reward for their work, miners receive newly minted bitcoins along with transaction fees. This serves as an incentive for miners to contribute computing power to the network. The reward for mining decreases over time in a process called halving. The halving process occurs approximately every 4 years or after 210,000 blocks have been mined. During a halving event, the reward for mining a block is cut in half. This reduction in the reward slows the rate of new Bitcoin creation, contributing to its scarcity. The most recent halving event took place in May 2020, reducing the block reward from 12.5 to 6.25 bitcoins. How Bitcoin transactions work. Bitcoin transactions involve the transfer of ownership of bitcoins from one user to another. The process works as follows. Initiating a transaction. The sender uses their private key to sign a transaction, specifying the amount of Bitcoin to transfer and the recipient's public address. The signed transaction is broadcast to the network for validation. Validation and confirmation. Network nodes, miners, validate the transaction to ensure the sender has sufficient funds and the transaction adheres to the network rules. Validated transactions are grouped into a block, which miners work to solve using computational power. Adding to the blockchain. Once a miner successfully solves the block's cryptographic puzzle, the block is added to the blockchain, making the transactions permanent and irreversible. The miner receives a reward in the form of newly minted bitcoins and transaction fees. Finalizing the transaction. Once the transaction is included in a confirmed block, it is considered final. The recipient can now access and use the bitcoins. Transactions typically require multiple confirmations to ensure network security. By understanding these basics of Bitcoin, readers can gain insight into the mechanics of the network and the principles that guide its operation. This knowledge serves as a foundation for exploring more advanced topics related to Bitcoin and its impact on the world. Chapter 4, Cryptographic Foundations. Cryptographic techniques are at the heart of Bitcoin and blockchain technology, ensuring the security and integrity of transactions and data. Understanding the cryptographic foundations of Bitcoin is crucial for grasping how the system operates and how it achieves its objectives of decentralization, immutability, and transparency. In this chapter, we'll explore public and private key cryptography, digital signatures, and hashing algorithms and their roles in the Bitcoin network. Public and private key cryptography. Bitcoin relies on asymmetric cryptography, also known as public and private key cryptography, to secure transactions and verify ownership. Here's how it works. Public key. The public key is derived from a user's private key using a cryptographic algorithm. It serves as the user's Bitcoin address, which can be shared with others for receiving transactions. The public key allows others to encrypt data or verify a digital signature made with the corresponding private key. Private key. The private key is a secret, randomly generated string of data known only to the user. It is used to sign transactions and prove ownership of the associated bitcoins. The private key must be kept secure, as losing it results in the permanent loss of access to the bitcoins in the associated wallet. When a user initiates a Bitcoin transaction, they use their private key to digitally sign the transaction, proving their ownership and authorizing the transfer. The recipient's public key is used as the destination address for the transaction. Digital signatures and hashing algorithms. Digital signatures and hashing algorithms play a crucial role in ensuring the authenticity and integrity of Bitcoin transactions. Let's explore how these cryptographic techniques work. Digital signatures. A digital signature is created using the user's private key to sign the transaction data. The signature serves as proof of the user's identity and authorization of the transaction. Other nodes in the network use the public key to verify the digital signature and confirm the authenticity of the transaction. Hashing algorithms. Hashing algorithms are used to transform data into a fixed size, unique string of characters called a hash. Bitcoin uses the SHA-256, secure hash algorithm 256-bit, to hash transaction data, block headers, and other information. Hashing ensures the integrity of data by making it practically impossible to alter the data without changing the hash. In the Bitcoin network, hashing algorithms are used in several ways. Transaction hashing. When a transaction is created, it is hashed using SHA-256 to produce a unique transaction ID. This ID is used to identify and track the transaction on the blockchain. Block hashing. Each block contains a hash of the previous block, linking it to the chain. Miners must solve a cryptographic puzzle by finding a hash with specific properties to add a new block to the blockchain. Merkle tree. A Merkle tree is a data structure that organizes transactions in a hierarchical manner. Transactions are hashed and combined in pairs until a single root hash, the Merkle root, is generated. The Merkle root is included in the block header and allows efficient verification of individual transactions. Together, public and private key cryptography, digital signatures, and hashing algorithms provide a secure and reliable framework for the Bitcoin network. These cryptographic techniques ensure the authenticity, integrity, and confidentiality of transactions, enabling Bitcoin to operate as a decentralized and trustless digital currency. Chapter 5, Wallets and Addresses. Bitcoin wallets and addresses play a crucial role in enabling users to securely store, manage, and transact with their Bitcoins. Understanding the different types of wallets and how to generate and manage Bitcoin addresses is essential for safely and efficiently using Bitcoin. This chapter explores the various types of Bitcoin wallets, the process of generating and managing Bitcoin addresses, and best practices for storing and securing Bitcoin. Different types of Bitcoin wallets. Bitcoin wallets are software or hardware devices that store the private and public keys required to send, receive, and manage Bitcoins. There are several types of Bitcoin wallets, each offering different levels of security, convenience, and functionality. 1. Software wallets. Desktop wallets, installed on a computer. Desktop wallets provide easy access to your Bitcoins and often offer additional features such as transaction history and integration with other services. Examples include Electrum and Bitcoin Core. Mobile wallets. Mobile wallets are apps installed on smartphones. They offer convenience for on-the-go transactions and often include QR code scanning for quick payments. Examples include Mycelium and BRD. Web wallets. Web wallets operate through a web browser and are hosted by third-party providers. They are convenient for access from any device but may carry security risks due to reliance on the provider. Examples include Coinbase and Blockchain.com. 2. Hardware wallets. Hardware wallets are physical devices designed to securely store private keys offline. They offer a high level of security by keeping the private keys isolated from internet-connected devices. Examples include Trezor and Ledger. 3. Paper wallets. A paper wallet is a physical piece of paper or document that contains the private and public keys for a Bitcoin address. It provides an offline and secure storage option, but the paper must be kept safe from loss or damage. 4. Multi-signature wallets. Multi-signature, multi-sig, wallets require multiple private keys, from different parties or devices, to authorize a transaction. This provides an added layer of security and can be useful for shared or joint accounts. Generating and managing Bitcoin addresses. A Bitcoin address is a unique alphanumeric identifier that represents a destination for Bitcoin transactions. Bitcoin addresses are derived from public keys, which in turn are derived from private keys. Here's how addresses are generated and managed. 1. Generating Bitcoin addresses. Private keys are generated randomly using cryptographic algorithms. These keys must be kept secure and never shared with others. Public keys are derived from private keys using elliptic curve cryptography, ECC. Bitcoin addresses are created by hashing the public key using SHA-256 and RIPEMD-160 algorithms. The resulting hash is encoded using base 58 to produce the final Bitcoin address. 2. Managing Bitcoin addresses. Users can manage multiple Bitcoin addresses within a single wallet. Generating a new address for each transaction enhances privacy by making it difficult to link transactions to a single user. Some wallets offer features such as address labeling and grouping to help users organize their addresses. Security practices for storing Bitcoin. Storing Bitcoin securely is essential to protect your investment and maintain control over your funds. Follow these best practices for storing Bitcoin safely. 1. Secure your private keys. Keep your private keys confidential and never share them with anyone. Consider using a hardware wallet for offline storage of private keys. To use strong passwords and two-factor authentication. Protect your wallets and accounts with strong, unique passwords. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, for an additional layer of security. 3. Backup your wallet. Regularly backup your wallet and private keys in multiple secure locations. Keep backups encrypted and protected from unauthorized access. 4. Be cautious of phishing and malware. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading unknown software. Use reputable security software to protect your devices from malware. 5. Be wary of public Wi-Fi. Avoid accessing your wallet or conducting transactions over unsecured public Wi-Fi networks. Consider using a virtual private network, VPN, for added privacy and security. By following these best practices and understanding the different types of wallets and addresses, you can safely and effectively store and manage your Bitcoins. Proper security measures will help protect your investment from theft, loss, or unauthorized access. Part 3, Real-World Applications and Use Cases. Chapter 6, Current and Future Uses of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has evolved from its origins as an experimental digital currency to a powerful financial tool with a variety of current and future applications. This chapter explores the role of Bitcoin as digital gold and a store of value, its acceptance by merchants and use in payments, and its potential impact on remittances and financial services. Bitcoin as digital gold and a store of value. One of the most prominent uses of Bitcoin today is as a store of value, similar to digital gold. This comparison is based on several key characteristics. Scarcity. Bitcoin has a finite supply of 21 million coins, making it a scarce asset. This limited supply contrasts with fiat currencies, which can be printed at will by governments and central banks. Portability and divisibility. Bitcoin is digital and can be easily transferred across borders, making it highly portable. It is also divisible into smaller units, satoshis, allowing for precise transactions. Durability and fungibility. Bitcoin's blockchain is immutable, ensuring the durability and security of the currency. Bitcoins are fungible, meaning each unit is interchangeable with another of equal value. Hedge against inflation. Due to its scarcity and fixed supply, Bitcoin is seen as a hedge against inflation and currency devaluation, particularly in countries with unstable fiat currencies. These attributes have led many investors to view Bitcoin as a long-term store of value and a safe haven asset during economic uncertainty. Merchant acceptance and payments. As Bitcoin's popularity has grown, so has its acceptance by merchants and businesses worldwide. Bitcoin offers several advantages as a payment method. Global reach. Bitcoin transactions can be conducted across borders without the need for currency conversion or international transfer fees. This global reach enables businesses to access a broader customer base. Lower transaction fees. Bitcoin transactions often incur lower fees than traditional payment methods, especially for international payments. No chargebacks. Bitcoin transactions are irreversible, eliminating the risk of chargebacks for merchants. Security and privacy. Transactions are secured using cryptographic techniques, reducing the risk of fraud. Bitcoin provides a degree of privacy for users, as transactions do not require personal information. Despite these advantages, merchant acceptance of Bitcoin still faces challenges such as price volatility and regulatory uncertainty. However, the trend is positive, with more businesses integrating Bitcoin payment options to cater to a growing customer base of cryptocurrency users. Use cases in remittances and financial services. Bitcoin and blockchain technology have the potential to revolutionize remittances and financial services by offering faster, cheaper, and more accessible alternatives to traditional methods. Remittances. Bitcoin can be used to send money across borders quickly and at a lower cost than traditional remittance services. This can be especially beneficial for individuals in developing countries who rely on remittances from family members working abroad. Banking the unbanked. Bitcoin provides financial access to people who lack traditional banking services, offering them a means to store, send, and receive money digitally. Mobile wallets and other cryptocurrency services can help integrate unbanked populations into the global economy. Decentralized finance, DeFi. DeFi platforms built on blockchain technology enable decentralized lending, borrowing, trading, and other financial services without intermediaries. Bitcoin can be integrated into DeFi applications, opening up new possibilities for users to earn interest, borrow, and trade using their Bitcoin holdings. These use cases demonstrate the transformative potential of Bitcoin in the world of finance, providing innovative solutions to long-standing challenges and paving the way for a more inclusive and efficient financial system. As the technology continues to evolve, new and exciting applications of Bitcoin are likely to emerge, shaping the future of finance and beyond. Chapter 7: Bitcoin and Blockchain Beyond Currency. While Bitcoin is known primarily as a digital currency, the underlying blockchain technology has a wide range of applications beyond just financial transactions. In this chapter, we will explore some of the most exciting and transformative uses of blockchain technology beyond currency, including smart contracts and decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and digital ownership, and blockchain applications in industries such as supply chain, healthcare, and more. Smart contracts and decentralized finance, DeFi. Smart contracts are self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into code. They are deployed on blockchain platforms and automatically execute when certain conditions are met. While Bitcoin's blockchain does not natively support complex smart contracts, other blockchain platforms such as Ethereum have introduced this capability. Smart contracts. Smart contracts enable automated and trustless transactions without the need for intermediaries. They can be used for a variety of purposes, such as managing complex financial instruments, automating legal agreements, and even facilitating supply chain logistics. Decentralized finance, DeFi. DeFi refers to a set of financial applications and services built on blockchain technology. DeFi platforms enable lending, borrowing, trading, and other financial activities without traditional banks or financial institutions. Users can earn interest on their crypto holdings, participate in decentralized exchanges, and access other financial products. While Bitcoin's blockchain does not have the same capabilities as Ethereum for smart contracts and DeFi, there are projects such as Rootstock, RSK, that bring smart contract functionality to the Bitcoin network. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and digital ownership. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are unique digital assets that represent ownership of a specific item, piece of content, or digital collectible. Unlike Bitcoin, which is fungible, each Bitcoin is interchangeable with another. NFTs are unique and cannot be exchanged on a one-to-one basis. NFTs. NFTs have gained popularity in recent years, especially in the world of digital art, music, and collectibles. NFTs allow creators to tokenize and sell their work directly to consumers, providing proof of ownership and authenticity on the blockchain. Other use cases for NFTs include tokenizing real-world assets such as real estate, intellectual property, and more. While Bitcoin's blockchain is primarily designed for financial transactions, other blockchains such as Ethereum support NFTs. However, some projects are exploring ways to create NFTs on the Bitcoin network. Blockchain applications in supply chain, healthcare, and more. Beyond finance, blockchain technology is being adopted in various industries to improve transparency, efficiency, and trust in different processes. Some notable applications include supply chain. Blockchain can track the provenance of goods from production to delivery, providing transparency and authenticity. This can help combat counterfeiting, ensure ethical sourcing, and improve supply chain efficiency. Healthcare. Blockchain can securely store and share patient data, ensuring privacy and interoperability between different healthcare providers. It can also be used to track the distribution of pharmaceuticals and medical supplies. Real estate. Blockchain can streamline real estate transactions, such as property sales and title transfers, by reducing paperwork and the need for intermediaries. Voting systems. Blockchain-based voting systems can enhance the security and transparency of elections by providing a tamper-proof and auditable record of votes. Identity verification. Blockchain can provide secure and decentralized identity management, enabling users to control their personal information and share it with trusted parties. These applications showcase the potential of blockchain technology to revolutionize a variety of industries by providing secure, efficient, and transparent solutions to long-standing challenges. As the technology continues to evolve, new use cases and applications will emerge, further expanding the impact of blockchain beyond currency. Part 4, Challenges and Opportunities. Chapter 8, Regulatory and Legal Issues. Bitcoin and blockchain technology present unique regulatory and legal challenges due to their decentralized and global nature. Governments and regulatory bodies worldwide are working to establish frameworks for overseeing these technologies while fostering innovation and protecting consumers. In this chapter, we'll explore the evolving regulatory landscape around Bitcoin and blockchain, as well as tax implications and legal concerns that arise with the use of these technologies. The evolving regulatory landscape around Bitcoin and blockchain. Regulating Bitcoin and blockchain technology poses a complex challenge for policymakers. Key factors influencing the regulatory landscape include the decentralized nature of the technology, its global reach, and its impact on traditional financial systems. Here are some aspects of the evolving regulatory environment. National regulations. Different countries have varying approaches to regulating Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Some countries have embraced the technology, while others have imposed restrictions or bans. Regulatory approaches include licensing requirements, restrictions on certain activities, and measures to combat money laundering and illicit activities. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. In the United States, regulatory agencies such as the SEC and CFTC have taken an active role in overseeing cryptocurrency and blockchain-related activities. Issues such as whether specific digital assets qualify as securities or commodities have significant regulatory implications. Know Your Customer, KYC, and Anti-Money Laundering, AML. Many jurisdictions require cryptocurrency exchanges and service providers to implement KYC and AML procedures to prevent illegal activities such as money laundering and terrorist financing. Compliance with these regulations can impact user privacy and the ease of use of crypto services. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Some governments are exploring or implementing CBDCs as a response to the rise of private cryptocurrencies. CBDCs could have significant regulatory implications for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The regulatory landscape is continuously changing as governments and international organizations work to strike a balance between fostering innovation and ensuring safety and compliance in the crypto space. Tax implications and legal concerns. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies raise a number of tax and legal issues for users, investors, and businesses. It is important to understand these implications to ensure compliance and avoid potential penalties. Here are some key points to consider. Tax treatment. Tax authorities in many countries treat Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as property or assets for tax purposes. Transactions involving cryptocurrencies may trigger capital gains tax, income tax, or other tax obligations depending on the nature of the activity, example trading, mining, or receiving cryptocurrency as payment. Reporting requirements. In some jurisdictions, individuals and businesses must report cryptocurrency holdings and transactions to tax authorities. Failure to report crypto-related income or gains can result in penalties and legal consequences. Cross-border transactions. International transactions involving cryptocurrencies can raise additional tax and legal considerations due to different regulations in each jurisdiction. Businesses engaging in cross-border crypto transactions must be aware of the regulatory and tax implications in both their home country and the country they are transacting with. Legal status and protection. The legal status of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies varies by country. Some countries recognize it as legal tender, while others ban its use. Legal protections for users, investors, and businesses in the crypto space may vary, affecting their ability to seek recourse in case of disputes or losses. Intellectual property. Legal disputes over the ownership of blockchain-related intellectual property, such as software code or patents, may arise. The open-source nature of many blockchain projects can complicate matters of intellectual property rights. As the regulatory and legal landscape around Bitcoin and blockchain evolves, it is crucial for individuals and businesses to stay informed and seek professional advice to navigate these complex issues. Understanding the regulatory environment and legal requirements is essential for successful and compliant participation in the crypto space. Chapter 9: Security and Privacy Concerns. Security and privacy are crucial aspects of using Bitcoin and blockchain technology safely and effectively. Despite the inherent security features of blockchain, such as immutability and decentralization, there are still potential risks and vulnerabilities that users and networks must be aware of. In this chapter, we'll explore common attacks and vulnerabilities associated with Bitcoin and blockchain, as well as best practices for securing blockchain networks and Bitcoin holdings. Common attacks and vulnerabilities. While Bitcoin and blockchain offer several security advantages, they are not entirely immune to attacks and vulnerabilities. Here are some common threats. 151% attack. A 51% attack occurs when an attacker controls more than 50% of the network's mining power. This allows them to potentially double spend coins, reverse transactions, and disrupt the blockchain. Although a 51% attack on the Bitcoin network is highly unlikely due to its size and security, smaller blockchains may be more susceptible. 2. Phishing and social engineering. Phishing attacks attempt to deceive users into sharing private keys or login credentials by posing as a legitimate service. Social engineering attacks manipulate users into making poor security decisions or revealing sensitive information. 3. Malware and ransomware. Malware can infect devices and steal private keys or other sensitive data. Ransomware attacks may encrypt a user's data and demand payment in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies for its release. 4. Key theft and wallet hacks. Private keys can be stolen through hacking, malware, or physical theft. Online wallets and exchanges may be targeted by hackers to steal users' funds. 5. Transaction malleability. Transaction malleability is a vulnerability where attackers can manipulate transaction data before it is confirmed on the blockchain. This can lead to double spending or other issues, although it has been largely mitigated through upgrades like SegWit, segregated witness. Best practices for securing blockchain networks and Bitcoin holdings. To protect your Bitcoin holdings and secure blockchain networks, consider the following best practices. 1. Secure your private keys. Keep private keys offline or in secure hardware wallets. Use secure backups and avoid sharing private keys with anyone. 2. Use strong authentication. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, on exchanges and wallets. Use strong, unique passwords and consider password managers. 3. Keep software updated. Regularly update your wallet software and other applications. Apply security patches as soon as they are released. 4. Practice safe computing. Avoid downloading files or clicking on links from unknown or suspicious sources. Use reputable security software and firewalls to protect your devices. 5. Educate yourself on phishing and scams. Be cautious of emails or messages asking for private information. Verify the authenticity of sources before making transactions. 6. Verify transactions. Double-check recipient addresses before sending Bitcoin to avoid accidental losses. Confirm transactions and fees before finalizing them. 7. Secure your network. Use a virtual private network, VPN, when accessing crypto services on public Wi-Fi. Consider a dedicated network or device for crypto activities. 8. Monitor your accounts. Regularly review your account statements and transaction history. Set up alerts for account activity, such as large transactions or logins from unfamiliar locations. By following these best practices, users can significantly reduce the risk of theft, fraud, and other security breaches when using Bitcoin and blockchain technology. A proactive approach to security is essential for protecting your assets and participating in the blockchain ecosystem safely. Chapter 10: Bitcoin's Impact on the Environment. Bitcoin's energy consumption and carbon footprint have become significant concerns in recent years, drawing attention to the environmental impact of its mining process. The debate over the sustainability of Bitcoin's energy use has prompted discussions about potential solutions and alternative consensus mechanisms that could reduce its ecological footprint. In this chapter, we'll examine the environmental impact of Bitcoin mining and explore potential solutions and alternatives. Mining's carbon footprint and the energy debate. Bitcoin mining is the process of validating and securing transactions on the blockchain, as well as creating new Bitcoins. It relies on the proof of work, POW, consensus mechanism, which requires miners to solve complex cryptographic puzzles using significant amounts of computational power. This process has notable environmental impacts. High energy consumption. Mining Bitcoin requires substantial energy due to the high computational demands. Bitcoin mining operations often use specialized hardware, such as ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits, which consume large amounts of electricity. Carbon footprint. The carbon footprint of Bitcoin mining depends on the energy sources used to power mining operations. If mining operations rely on fossil fuels such as coal, the carbon emissions can be substantial. Conversely, using renewable energy sources like hydro, solar, or wind power can reduce the carbon footprint of mining. Geographic concentration. Mining is often concentrated in regions with low energy costs and favorable regulations. This can lead to environmental concerns if these areas primarily use non-renewable energy sources. The energy debate surrounding Bitcoin mining centers on its potential environmental impact and whether it is sustainable in the long term. Critics argue that Bitcoin's energy use is excessive and harmful to the planet, while supporters suggest that the energy consumption is justified given the security and benefits provided by the network. Potential solutions and alternative consensus mechanisms. In response to concerns about Bitcoin's environmental impact, various potential solutions and alternative consensus mechanisms have been proposed. Transition to renewable energy. Encouraging mining operations to use renewable energy sources can significantly reduce the carbon footprint of Bitcoin mining. Some mining companies have already adopted renewable energy sources such as hydro, solar, and wind power. Efficiency improvements. Research and development in mining hardware can lead to more energy-efficient mining equipment, reducing overall energy consumption. Innovations in software and network protocols may also improve efficiency. Carbon offsetting. Mining operations can invest in carbon offset projects to neutralize their emissions. This involves funding projects that reduce or capture greenhouse gas emissions, such as reforestation or renewable energy projects. Alternative consensus mechanisms. Alternative consensus mechanisms, such as proof of stake, POS, have been proposed as more energy-efficient alternatives to proof of work. In POS, validators are chosen based on the number of coins they hold and are willing to stake as collateral, rather than their computational power. Layer 2 solutions. Layer 2 solutions, such as the Lightning Network, can improve Bitcoin's scalability and reduce the load on the main blockchain. These solutions enable faster and cheaper transactions, potentially reducing the energy consumption of the network. While these potential solutions and alternatives offer promising ways to address the environmental impact of Bitcoin, it is essential for the community to continue exploring and implementing sustainable practices. Collaboration between miners, developers, and policymakers will be crucial in finding effective and lasting solutions to the environmental challenges associated with Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Part 5, Looking Ahead. Chapter 11, The Future of Bitcoin and Blockchain. Bitcoin and blockchain technology have the potential to transform various aspects of society, including the global financial system, through ongoing innovation and integration with other emerging technologies. In this chapter, we'll explore potential future developments in Bitcoin and blockchain, Bitcoin's role in the global financial system, and the possibilities for integration with other technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, and the Internet of Things, IoT. Potential future developments and innovations. As Bitcoin and blockchain continue to evolve, new developments and innovations are likely to shape the future of these technologies. Scalability solutions. Enhancing Bitcoin's scalability is essential for its widespread adoption and use as a global payment system. Solutions such as the Lightning Network enable faster, cheaper transactions by moving some transactions off-chain. Other scaling techniques, such as sidechains and sharding, could further improve Bitcoin's performance. Privacy improvements. While Bitcoin transactions are pseudonymous, there is ongoing research into enhancing privacy features. Innovations such as confidential transactions and zero-knowledge proofs could provide greater privacy and security for Bitcoin users. Interoperability. The ability to interact with other blockchains and traditional financial systems can enhance Bitcoin's utility and adoption. Projects that enable cross-chain transactions and integrations could pave the way for a more connected blockchain ecosystem. Decentralized governance. Decentralized governance models could play a key role in shaping the future of Bitcoin and blockchain. New protocols and mechanisms may emerge to enable more inclusive and transparent decision-making within the network. Sustainability initiatives. Continued focus on reducing Bitcoin's environmental impact through energy-efficient mining practices and consensus mechanisms. Research into green energy and carbon offsetting can contribute to a more sustainable blockchain industry. Bitcoin's role in the global financial system. Bitcoin's role in the global financial system could expand significantly in the coming years, potentially transforming the way money is used and transacted. Store of value. Bitcoin's role as digital gold and a hedge against inflation could lead to increased adoption as a store of value. Institutional investors and financial institutions are increasingly recognizing Bitcoin's potential as an investment asset. Global payments. As a borderless and decentralized currency, Bitcoin can facilitate global payments without the need for intermediaries. This could revolutionize cross-border transactions and remittances, making them faster, cheaper, and more accessible. Decentralized finance, DeFi. Bitcoin's integration with DeFi platforms could offer new opportunities for lending, borrowing, and other financial services. Tokenization of assets and smart contracts could further expand Bitcoin's use in the financial sector. Regulation and mainstream adoption. As regulatory clarity increases, Bitcoin may gain further acceptance as a legitimate financial instrument. Mainstream adoption could lead to greater stability and integration with existing financial systems. Integration with other emerging technologies, example AI, IoT. The convergence of Bitcoin and blockchain with other emerging technologies such as AI and IoT has the potential to unlock new possibilities and use cases. AI-driven blockchain. AI can be used to enhance blockchain security, optimize mining processes, and analyze transaction data for insights. Blockchain can provide secure, tamper-proof storage for AI-generated data and algorithms. Internet of Things, IoT. Blockchain can enable secure and decentralized data sharing among IoT devices. Smart contracts can automate transactions and interactions between IoT devices, creating new opportunities for industries such as logistics, agriculture, and healthcare. Blockchain-based identity. Combining blockchain with AI can improve identity verification and authentication processes. This could enhance privacy, security, and convenience in various applications such as digital identification and authentication. The future of Bitcoin and blockchain is full of potential, with continued innovation and integration driving new use cases and applications. As these technologies mature, they have the opportunity to reshape industries, finance, and how people interact with technology on a global scale. Conclusion. Summary of key takeaways. This book has provided a comprehensive overview of Bitcoin and blockchain technology, exploring their history, mechanics, real-world applications, challenges, and future prospects. Here are some key takeaways from the material covered. Bitcoin basics. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that operates on a peer-to-peer network without the need for intermediaries. Transactions are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, which provides transparency, immutability, and security. Blockchain fundamentals. Blockchain technology is a distributed ledger that secures and verifies transactions using cryptographic techniques. Key characteristics of blockchain include decentralization, transparency, and immutability. Real-world applications. Bitcoin's uses extend beyond being a digital currency to include store of value, global payments, and financial services. Blockchain has diverse applications in areas such as supply chain management, healthcare, and digital identity. Challenges and opportunities. Regulatory and legal issues, as well as security and privacy concerns, present challenges that must be addressed for the continued growth and acceptance of Bitcoin and blockchain. Environmental impact and sustainability are key areas where improvements can be made to ensure a greener future for the industry. Future outlook. Potential future developments include scalability solutions, privacy improvements, and integration with emerging technologies such as AI and IoT. Bitcoin's role in the global financial system is likely to evolve, with potential for further integration and mainstream adoption. The transformative impact of Bitcoin and blockchain. Bitcoin and blockchain have already had a transformative impact on the world, challenging traditional financial systems and inspiring a new era of decentralized technologies. Their influence extends beyond finance to diverse sectors, offering innovative solutions and disrupting established industries. Financial revolution. Bitcoin has introduced the concept of a global, decentralized currency that is accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Blockchain technology has the potential to revolutionize traditional financial services, offering new opportunities for transparency, efficiency, and inclusion. Technological innovation. Blockchain technology serves as a foundation for a wide range of emerging technologies, from smart contracts to decentralized finance. Its potential to secure and verify data is being explored in industries such as supply chain, healthcare, and real estate. Empowerment and autonomy. Bitcoin and blockchain empower individuals to take control of their finances and data, providing a sense of autonomy and freedom from centralized institutions. The open-source nature of blockchain fosters collaboration and community-driven innovation. Final thoughts on the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. The future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology holds immense potential for continued innovation and growth. As these technologies mature, they have the opportunity to reshape the way we interact with money, data, and the world around us. Continued evolution. Bitcoin and blockchain are likely to continue evolving, with improvements in scalability, security, and sustainability. Emerging technologies and trends, such as decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, may redefine how we work and govern ourselves. Regulation and mainstream adoption. As regulatory clarity increases, cryptocurrencies may become more integrated into existing financial systems and gain broader mainstream acceptance. Collaboration between regulators, industry participants, and other stakeholders will be essential for fostering a healthy and innovative ecosystem. Opportunities and challenges. The transformative potential of Bitcoin and blockchain comes with both opportunities and challenges. By addressing issues such as environmental impact, security, and regulatory compliance, the industry can pave the way for a more sustainable and inclusive future. In conclusion, Bitcoin and blockchain have already made a significant impact on the world and are poised to play an even more prominent role in shaping the future. By embracing innovation, collaboration, and responsible practices, we can unlock the full potential of these transformative technologies and create a better, more equitable world. Appendix. Glossary of key terms. Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency that operates on a peer-to-peer network without the need for intermediaries. Blockchain, a distributed ledger technology that records transactions in secure, transparent, and immutable blocks linked together in a chain. Cryptocurrency, a digital currency that uses cryptographic techniques for secure transactions and operates on a blockchain. Public key, a cryptographic key derived from a private key used to receive bitcoins and verify digital signatures. Private key, a cryptographic key used to sign transactions and prove ownership of bitcoins. Wallet, a software or hardware device that stores private and public keys for managing bitcoins. Mining, the process of validating and securing transactions on the blockchain by solving complex cryptographic puzzles. Proof of work, POW, a consensus mechanism that requires miners to solve mathematical puzzles to validate transactions and add blocks to the blockchain. Proof of stake, POS, a consensus mechanism where validators are chosen based on the number of coins they hold and are willing to stake as collateral. Smart contract, a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement directly written into code, which automatically executes when conditions are met. Decentralized finance, DeFi, financial applications and services built on blockchain technology that operate without traditional intermediaries. Non-fungible token, NFT, a unique digital asset that represents ownership of a specific item, piece of content, or digital collectible on a blockchain. Consensus mechanism, a process used to agree on the state of the blockchain and validate transactions across a decentralized network. Halving, an event that occurs approximately every 4 years where the reward for mining a block of Bitcoin is cut in half. Layer 2, secondary protocols or networks built on top of the main blockchain to improve scalability and efficiency, such as the Lightning Network. Additional resources for further reading. Books. Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas M. Antonopoulos, a comprehensive guide to Bitcoin and blockchain technology, covering everything from basics to advanced topics. The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Amos, an exploration of Bitcoin's role as a new global monetary standard and its potential impact on the world. Online courses and tutorials. Coursera offers online courses on Bitcoin and blockchain technology by leading institutions and experts. edX provides educational resources and courses on blockchain and cryptocurrencies from various universities. Websites and forums. Bitcoin.org, an official resource for learning about Bitcoin, with guides, tools, and community forums. Reddit, r/Bitcoin, a popular online community for discussing Bitcoin-related topics and staying updated on news and trends. Research papers. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system by Satoshi Nakamoto, the seminal white paper that introduced Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Academic research papers. Look for research papers published in academic journals on the topics of Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies. Notes and references. Bitcoin White Paper, Nakamoto, Satoshi. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Published in 2008. Available at bitcoin.org, https://bitcoin.org/bitcoin.pdf. Segregated Witness, SegWit, a protocol upgrade implemented to improve Bitcoin's scalability and address transaction malleability. Details available at bitcoin.org, https://bitcoin.org/n/segwit_wallets. Lightning Network, a Layer 2 protocol designed to enhance Bitcoin's scalability by enabling fast and low-cost transactions. More information can be found at lightning.network, https://lightning.network. Environmental concerns. Research on Bitcoin's energy consumption and carbon footprint is ongoing. Refer to studies and reports from organizations such as the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance. Regulatory guidelines. Government agencies such as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, provide guidelines and updates on regulatory matters related to Bitcoin and blockchain. These resources and references can provide additional insights and information on the topics discussed throughout the book. Readers are encouraged to explore these materials for a deeper understanding of Bitcoin and blockchain technology.